What's up, YouTube? I didn't make an update for a couple weeks now, so I figured I'd give you guys a quick one. Not much new. Arm feels pretty good. I think we're at like 9 weeks now, something like that. It's long enough to where I'd have to do the math. Um, my scar looks just about the same. Uh, Range of motion is good. Tightness, little bit still there when I get real close in like that. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to give you guys a few tips for those of you that will get this surgery and to help you in your recovery. Some things that I've kind of noticed along the way. Some of it might be redundant, but some of it is good. So the first one I was thinking is one, don't be paranoid. You guys have seen the different videos from week to week, and you've seen my paranoia go up and down. A lot of it was not, was unnecessary. One week I remember the one week where I had the allergic reaction and I thought my nerve had come out because I was feeling things move around. It's perfectly normal for things to pop and slide and, just feel weird stuff there. So don't get freaked out. The best thing you can do is number two, follow the doctor's advice. If they tell you to massage the scar, massage the scar. If they tell you to stretch, stretch. And if they don't tell you those things, go online, see what other people are doing, and follow their recovery advice, because that's sort of what I did. My doctor only basically told me to go like this, but I was doing some stretches like this. I was, doing these types of things, um, and so on, and massaging the scar like this. That's I basically just rest it on my head because then it kind of puts it right against a bone when I'm pushing here. Otherwise, if I do it like this, there's too much like empty space in here because that's where my nerve used to be, and now it's over here. But that one's important because I think if you don't do that, your scar can form and it can get hard in places and it can cause secondary spots of irritation. I do have one spot. I should have just massaged mine, even though it was I had that nasty allergic reaction. It would have been fine to do that, but I was afraid to screw it up more, and it was pretty nasty, so I didn't want to spread it all over myself. I didn't know if it was contagious or not. Um, but I still try to massage it now, and I have a particular spot right here. I don't know if I can zoom in. Right there. You can kind of tell it looks a little different than some of this other part of the scar. But I'm pretty sure that this little knot right here is just some scar tissue that kind of formed hard. I should send him an email to ask him if that's scar tissue there, if there's some sort of suture underneath there that I'm feeling. I'm 99.9% sure it's scar tissue. Um, but that's another thing you guys can do is contact your doctor if you have any questions. I probably should do more of that myself. And the third thing I really wanted to stress was the don't rush back to doing exercise. I waited 6 weeks and I probably recovered faster than a lot of people would. And I still waited. I mean, I felt like I could do stuff probably at like week 2 or 3, but I didn't. I just was. The doctor told me I could actually do what I wanted after a month, but I didn't do that. I waited a couple extra weeks, and then I started in really slow. I did really embarrassingly light weight, and just took my time back. Today, I worked out. I probably had the most intense workout I've had since I had the surgery. I definitely increased a lot of the weight I was doing. I still just did like a full body, upper body routine, but I did more weight, more sets. I did like 2 exercises for I'll give you guys exactly what I did. I did 3 sets of wide grip pull downs, 2 sets of close grip cable rows, 3 sets of a seated bench press machine, 2 sets of a seated pec deck fly machine, and then I just did 3 sets of rear delt, sort of, it's basically the reverse of the pec deck for your rear delts. Then I did 2 sets of the side lateral machine. And then I supersetted some cable bicep curls with some tricep press downs. So with just the individual grip, I did 2 press down, pull downs like this, 2 with my palm facing down. And again, all this stuff is lightweight, 20 reps, and then the bicep curls were just 2 sets like this, and then I put the rope on to 2 sets like that. So it was actually pretty high volume in terms of the whole workout, and everything felt pretty good. The only thing where I felt irritation is I could feel on the fly, machine fly, when I was getting back here. I always noticed when I had the problem that it puts a lot of stress on that ulnar nerve area, and I just think it stresses that nerve in particular, the way you stretch out like that. So be careful of that when you're starting to work out again, because I think that's probably an exercise where you could irritate something. So I didn't go very heavy there. Of course, you know, on flies, you guys shouldn't be going very heavy at all. It's not like you're going to put on any kind of huge size doing that, regardless of what other people tell you. That was basically it. Oh, sorry. The last thing, when you're working out too, I think it's really important to make sure you stretch a lot and try to get back the mobility and keep the tightness at a minimum. I see, and I've mentioned this before, quite a few people that come back after these surgeries and start working out get tendonitis in their tricep tendon right here. And some, I think, even get bicep tendonitis. And this tightness I've had here, and I've had some pain around here too, which I'm sure is my triceps tendon. And I'm sure that it's from the, post-surgery stiffness that I have in this joint. And when this is all tight here, for whatever reason that, it is stiff after the surgery, other things are having to overcompensate, and I think it just really stresses out this tricep tendon. I'm not doing anything crazy that would cause, I'm not doing really heavy overhead things here, which are a big tricep tendon killer, or skull crushers, seated down like this. Those will really F up your elbows if you haven't F'd them up already. I haven't done anything like that, but I have had pain here in the first couple weeks when I started working out. It's gotten better. And I think the reason is I did really high reps. I didn't push it. I stretch. Anytime I feel this start to hurt, it just reminds me to stretch like this. And I really pull it, and I'm sitting on this bar stool. See if you guys can see this. Yeah. I kind of wiggle my hand around like this to give some added stretch to the tendon. Now, you might not be able to do that stretch with your other arm if you have. I haven't had the surgery on this one yet. Doing that kind of overhead stuff can irritate it, so I only stretch this one out, but this is the only one that's stiff and causing problems, and it helps a ton. So be sure, they've got you doing stretches like this, but I think a lot of that is to keep this tricep tendon, whatever they do when they decompress, it causes stiffness after the surgery here, just your body's natural healing thing. So make sure you do these stretches. I think that is a huge help for avoiding the tricep tendonitis. And I don't want to speak too soon because, like I said, I had some pain there initially, but I'm slowly kind of building the strength and the volume back up in terms of working out, and I'm making sure I try to stretch that as much as possible. Also, if you guys have access to a pool, that really helps. For me, I try to get in there, swim around, really loosens things up. So anyway, those are my tips for getting back to an active lifestyle after having the surgery. Hope you guys are all doing well. I appreciate the support and all the questions you guys have. I'm more than happy to answer them. And hope you guys are all doing well. Aloha.